समझ आती हूँ, मगर बाद में समझ
But I
आती
think
हूँ.
this year has been so phenomenal for our industry.
Yes.
Mala.
Yeah, amazing.
was just
Let's talk.
unbelievable.
देखो ना, अब एक तरफ तुम्हारी कमर्शियल फिल्म है और एक तुम्हारी इंडी फिल्म है.
Yeah.
And they're both shining.
Yes.
And they're both being recognized.
Yes.
और ये पाकिस्तान के लिए बहुत बड़ा ऑनर है.
Very much
Yeah.
so.
मैं तो यही समझती हूँ. मुझे तो पहले भी समझ नहीं आती थी कि भाई एक मलाला, I remember Malala coming back to Pakistan and no one really going to receive her because it's just like Mukhtara. They didn't want her कैद करके रखा हुआ था 14 दिन तक कि अमेरिका ना जा सके, क्योंकि अमेरिका जाएगी तो नाम बदनाम करेगी मुल्क का. It's incredible, all these stories and how you try to suffocate people and change the narrative.
Yeah.
Or you know,
and this has been happening for decades. And not just in Pakistan. Globally.
It's globally. It is globally. We understood that from the Me Too movement, that it came out in November 2017 in Hollywood से निकल के
imagine
यहाँ पे और पूरी दुनिया में, because it was and so you think, oh, Western women are so free, they are so, but they are not.
They're not.
They're also,
once you go there you realize that they have values as much as you do.
Yeah, and उनके भी dynamic, because the dynamic of race and gender has not changed.
Yeah.
And it takes a long time.
Yes.
You know, और अब तो खैर हम तो बहुत ही पीछे रह गए ना. अफगानिस्तान हो जाए या ईरान हो जाए, you know, there's too much
so
repression.
I know, like you share on our group every day a newspaper.
Every day.
Is so, it breaks your heart that you can't.
And it's getting worse.
And it's every day, and it's
worse.
getting worse, and nobody's taking notice, and nothing's being done about it. Right? On a serious note, like having the Prime Minister make a committee to watch Joyland. Hey, it's just a film. How about all these
things?
Cases, numerous cases that are pending.
बढ़ गए
बहुत ज़्यादा.
और वो तो एक ग्रुप है ना मेरा, वो चाइल्ड अब्यूज के ऊपर है. मेरा एक औरतों पे भी है.
I can imagine.
हाँ, तो उस पे भी मैं थोड़ी एक्टिव हो गई. I'm sure I'm archived in many people's things, but I just feel कि okay, you know, I need to put it somewhere, because I think people still need to know. ये हो रहा है.
जितना करें awareness कम है. Absolutely. It's a constant. It needs to be a constant reminder.
तुमने भी बात की है. तुम्हारा रोल था कि 4 बच्चियां तुमने पैदा की. परसों एक बंदे ने अपनी बीवी को मारा है.
Yeah.
For this.
Yes.
For the same reason.
He shot her.
I mean, for what? For not for giving birth to a girl.
And उसकी responsibility थी.
Exactly.
You know, बंदे की.
हाँ.
Like wow.
हाँ, क्या बात है भाई. कितनी कैसी चीजें हो रही हैं. So I think these highlights from through the movie, through the narrative is important.
Yes.
Actually, I always wondered.
Tell me.
Was your husband
responsible
for the child
he was.
of his sister?
Just because he's standing behind her.
No, because even Saqib और मैं बैठे गप्पे लगा रहे थे ना, we were like talking about the movie a few days ago.
Yeah.
And so we're like, I said नहीं, it could have been anybody. The guy in the street वो उसको देखती थी. Because he was like also having fun with himself, whatever.
Yes.
But it was. I don't think, but you know, so for him, but that's what's nice about this movie, because it makes you think idhar. It's so subtle that you don't really know, but you know.
We want everyone to think and to think, अच्छा ये भी हो सकता था, dynamic ये भी, and that's why it's a conversation weeks after you've watched it. Like I've had people call me the minute they stepped out of the cinema, and they said, मुझे लगता है कि ये मेरे साथ सारी उम्र रहेगी ये फिल्म. It's one of those stories. And then I've met people or they've called me, rung me up 2 weeks later after having watched. I still feel, Sarvat, this is what it meant. And that's amazing. It moves you. Yeah.
And I think to give also some credit to, this was fantastic, but I also thought Kamli did the same thing for me.
Yeah.
I walked out of that movie with so much. It was so real.
We were at Cannes, so I missed Kamli.
Yeah, but you'll get to see it.
I will.
And it was, I know. Oh, and you were at Cannes. Of course you were. And you were looking lovely. And it was such pure joy to see that happen. And this is what I'm saying. वो buzz kill नहीं होती है आगे buzz kill वाली.
सच्चे बात दुनिया celebrate कर रही है आपको.
और आप लोग
और आपके अपने मुल्क
में. आप किस दुनिया में रह रहे हैं?
So, you know, I don't know if we'll cut this eventually or what, but one of the countries said, third class country ki first class movie ban.
Wow.
Imagine.
But ये आपका level, आपका ये image, आप अपने आप को build कर सकते हो, ठीक है? और आप ईरान में भी, let's just face it, the fantastic movies, The Apartment, I mean, I don't know.
The music, their music scene is unbelievable.
It's there. You know, so this is what happens with repression, with everything you have, side by side चीज़ें चल रही होती हैं. मुझे पता है कि हमारे ज़माने में when we were young, when I started modeling, when nobody was modeling at that time, it wasn't acceptable. साथ एक boy band Vital Signs का आया, यहाँ से हम सारे फैशन के लोग उधर घुस गए उनको हेल्प करने के लिए. So we all feed off each other, you know, all the arts and all the people, they step up to the mark, and that is when it happens actually.
Yes, the magic happens when we all get together.
And also the repression.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah, and also I think repression. When you're facing the kind of, you know, whatever it's going against you and you want to go back and you want to change those kind of things. That's what happens.